Hey everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I haven't done a lot of steelhead fishing on the fly, and so I'm a total novice. And I'm trying to change that this year. So I'm out here in the Oregon Coast Range and on a nice little stretch of river that I have all to myself, which is really great. So I've just found this really nice tail of this pool that I'm going to try to swing through and then just kind of work my way kind of up or down depending on what's looking better. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. You know, it's steelhead fishing, so I'm not expecting much, but I'm working on my casts. I'm working on just trying to get better at it, and I'm enjoying a beautiful day. So yeah, this is right where I want to be right now. So we'll see what happens.
I was thinking about what the storyline to a video like this should be, and it dawned on me that it was quite simple. I'm pretty new to fishing for steelhead with flies, but I'm not new to fly fishing at all. I hope to be able to show people that are just getting into or considering getting into steelhead fly fishing that while there is a learning curve, it really just takes time, practice, and patience. There are easier ways to catch these fish, but sometimes the challenge of something can make it more rewarding in the end. If you're a seasoned steelhead fly angler and you're watching this, I hope this brings back memories of when you were just getting started and what that felt like. The eagerness to learn something new, the slow accumulation of knowledge, and the eventual growth through trial and error. These are all just steps in the process that lead to the end goal of being better at something.
This is a lot of fun. Of course, nothing yet. You would have seen it if I had, but you know, just kind of getting the fundamentals of the casting down, just to, you know, ever so slightly making improvements. So that's a lot of fun. But you know, I'm going to move upriver, try to find something that's a little bit more adequate for swinging. I do have a different setup for this that I can run more of a kind of a indicator or kind of egg pattern setup, and I might do that here in a little bit, but you know, I just figured I'd try to kind of practice some of the fundamentals of casting and everything, and yeah, it's fun. It's interesting too because, you know, in talking to a lot of people about, you know, what to kind of be prepared for and how to kind of get better at this, and you know, so far the number one answer is always to, you know, have confidence that, you know, they say in especially in swinging for these fish. And it's fascinating. I was just thinking about it when I was on the river. Is you know, it's so hard as a novice to have confidence when you don't really know what you're doing, you know, and so. But I also think that's more, you know, you just keep at it and also go with people that know what they're doing. You know, go with a friend who's good at it. Go with a guide. You know, that's one of the greatest things you can ever do and you know, take casting lessons, that kind of thing. So. All those things are in the future for me, but in the meantime, I'd rather, you know, keep honing my skills, doing it like this because it's fun, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's a beautiful day out. It's the mid-50s, and we're basically end of January here, and yeah, that's pretty hard to beat. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a new spot and keep on fishing. So here goes.
With a medium-sized river like this, I am fishing my 7-weight, 10'8" Beulah switch rod. The switch rod is great because of its versatility. I can do my best to try to spey cast it to swing flies through runs, or to switch out the head and run an indicator, weights, and egg pattern setup through the deeper pools and pockets. While I would rather catch these migrating fish on the swing, I like having the option to fish the water as efficiently as possible, especially as a novice. This helps to build that confidence by being able to locate where the fish are holding.
Well, I've switched things up. I swung flies. I started at the top of the pool here and I just swung all the way down. Kind of mixed it up. I changed flies a little bit in the process, but nothing, you know, not a surprise. It's partly that me not knowing what I'm doing here, but I'm learning, and that's the cool part. So, but now I'm working my way up, and I don't know if you can see it there on the camera, but I've switched over to a little egg pattern. And I'm just going to work my way up to the head of the pool here and just see what happens. So having a good time and looking forward to doing this more. But yeah, going to keep on fishing now. I got something. I get the big old cutthroat. I'll take it.
Being someone that loves fly fishing for trout, catching a nice cutthroat like that is just fine with me. Of course I would rather have had it be a steelhead, but it's nice to not get totally skunked on the first day of a multiple day trip. With the midwinter sun starting to make its dip, it was time for me to turn my attention to getting camp set up and settling down for the evening.
Well, camp's all set up behind me and probably gonna get a fire going here pretty soon and just relax for a little while. And I've got a new book to read, so I'm just gonna have a nice kind of chill, relaxing evening. I'm camped down by the river. There's a little creek that flows in here, but I'll do some fishing in the morning. But yeah, today all in all was pretty fun. You know, no steelhead, but that cutthroat was pretty nice, and you know, that's a fun reward for a day of fishing like that. But anyway, that's about all I have for now, so we'll see you in the morning.
I had come out the week before to do a little scouting and a little camping with my brother. At the time, the rivers were all blown out and unfishable from the massive amounts of rain that we were getting. It's amazing the difference a week can make when it comes to river levels and clarity on these coastal streams.
Well, I just hiked down a crazy little embankment and got down to a really kind of nice stretch of river down here that looks pretty nice. But I think I'm going to swing through this and then probably call it good. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It was a nice night of sleep, sleeping in the camper. It was great. Read my book, just fell asleep early and kind of had a lazy morning, to tell you the truth. I didn't get up and fish like I probably should have, but I don't know. Sometimes it's also nice to just hang around camp and relax a little. So that's what I did. But I'm gonna try fishing over here and see what happens.
One thing that I always try to keep in perspective on a trip like this is that just simply getting out and spending time in the outdoors can be quite rewarding and fulfilling. Fishing and hopefully catching fish are the icing on the cake. The rest of it is about going on adventures, exploring new water, making memories, and so on and so on.
I lost my fly, checked the time, and it looks like it's time to go home. So I got a bunch of stuff to do, and this trip, you know, it's been exactly what I needed it to be. Part of the learning curve. I felt like casting wise, I'm getting a lot better at it. You know, lots of improvement still to be had, and I got some fun stuff in the works, you know, to kind of help me improve on that. And I've got some really fun steelhead content coming up. Some really exciting stuff that I'll be sharing. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, I don't know. Hard to beat it, you know, really hard to beat it. The night in the four-wheel camper is always a very nice thing, bit of a luxury, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Just to be able to come out here in the middle of winter and camp and be comfortable and read or, you know, edit video, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'll put a link to four-wheel camper down below, and for anybody interested in that, and I'll be doing more of a kind of a walkthrough of it in a future video, but yeah, the final thing is I have these t-shirts available, as well as some sweatshirts, some hats, and coffee mugs, I believe. So check out below. There's a link to a store there. And then I'll also leave a link to my website where I have some stickers available. So kind of two different sources, so they live in two different places. But check them out if you're interested. It helps me put some gas tank or money in the gas tank here, and helps me be able to keep doing this stuff. So thanks everybody for watching this, and more to come. So we'll see you again next time. Thanks for coming along for the journey. Cheers.